What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Right on schedule, Apple did drop iOS 26.5 Beta 4, and this comes exactly 1 week after Beta 3 came out. But this did come with a nice new build number that does give a couple of things away for when we can anticipate this going into the RC and going live to the public. We will talk about all that here in a second, but for now, let's jump into settings, general, about, and you can see 26.5 Beta 4 has a new build number of 23F5069B. The B is significant simply because that means we are right on track for this to be most likely our last beta before the RC. The RC, or release candidate, is the final hurdle to get over before these builds go public. So this does give us a good idea of when we can expect that. And like we said, let's go ahead now and talk about that. Since it is the end of April already, next Monday is the first Monday of May, and I do fully believe now that we will get the RC right here on the 4th. And if we need a second RC, if they recognize any other bug fixes, it'll be around Thursday or Friday of that week. But if everything does go smoothly, we can anticipate this actually going live to the public on May 11th. So yes, this will be the next full version of iOS to go public. We did just receive iOS 26.4.2 that we installed and reviewed on our iPhone Air here, but this is the next bigger OS update. However, there are not a lot of big features present here, unfortunately. That is something we're going to have to look at a little further down the road, most likely in iOS 27, specifically when it comes down to what we have, well, with Apple Intelligence and the new Siri, or Siri 2.0, or the Gemini-powered Siri, whatever you want to call it at this point, because unfortunately that was not present here, and not surprisingly at this point, we don't expect to see it. Aside from that, taking a look at iPhone storage here, let's see how it improved or digressed with this build, and you can see system data is using up 17.62 gigs here now on our 17 Pro Max, and iOS as a whole is using 10 gigs for Apple Intelligence and 14.24 gigs for a total of 24.23 gigs using it holistically. So you can see it is once again up there. Unfortunately, not as low on system data as it was on the Air, but as we know, that's in flux and could change at any time. You see the modem firmware here has not changed. It's still 1.60.02. That was the same as Beta 3. So nothing crazy new there. Now, there is rumored that there is a new wallpaper here for Pride. Let's see if we can actually find it down below here. I'm not sure if it's live. Let's go ahead and say get and see if it's here. I don't see it advertised, and you would think it would be the first one it would show, so it does not look live here. We might be waiting till the RC to see that on iPhone and Apple Watch, but I did just want to show you how that was, since it is rumored to be coming here very soon. One of the big things that I want to talk about is the keyboard. There was hope that this was solved back in 26.4, but people have been reporting, myself included, that the keyboard is still not 100% working properly. So if we jump into the Notes app and run our little test again, we'll do it one final time for this beta and see how it works. What is going on, guys? Happy Monday. Do you want to go to the beach or pool? What iPhone do you prefer currently? The iPhone Air, 17, 17 Pro, or Pro Max? So you can see it worked for the most part pretty well. And then typing here as well. What's going on? How are you today? It was working pretty well, and the predictive text line has stayed in order to give us some quick shortcuts, so to speak. The grammatical errors that were occurring is when this bar doesn't appear and nothing autocorrects at all. I have been seeing it less frequently, but it is unfortunately still not gone 100%. And then one other thing we talked about is the UI inconsistencies here. Again, we have that liquid glass slider on the bottom with the search bar integrated here. But going into the music app, we still, as you can see here, do not have that same UI. It is still separate, so you can't do one swipe to get all the way to the search bar. Not anything major, but just something I wanted you guys to be aware of. If we go into the camera app, let's go into stocks. I am not anticipating seeing any new splash screens or anything along the way, but I can tell you that everything does seem to be moving pretty quick which is definitely nice to see. Let's go into the Apple Store here, go to our bag, see some products. And aside from taking a few seconds to load, it seems like it's doing okay. Let me go back to the Apple Store here, since that was an issue too in the App Store, where it would not load partially some of the times. It looks like it's working still great along the way here. So that's good to see also. Now, the only other thing I want to talk about, because as I do this, it's reminding me, it is still getting somewhat warm while the phone finishes reindexing. Let's go ahead and do a simple heat check, and you can see as we move up on the device, it is still about the same as it's been running while all of the background processes complete. Not terrible, we've seen it a lot worse. But let's see also if there are any new release notes that have come up right here. See if this is updated. So it looks like, unfortunately, the release notes still are not updated, so we don't have anything to go off of here. But again, performance improvements, stability improvements, hopefully battery life improvements as well, as that was somewhat inconsistent on beta 3. But yeah, until Apple updates this, we won't have much to go off of just yet. Let me know in the comments down below, how is iOS 26.5 beta's been working for you if you're using it? Again, no reason to rush an update to this. You don't need to worry about Apple ads being only the main feature here, so take your time, wait for the public release, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.